Hello friends, welcome to the Blazor tutorial. In today's video we are going to see how we can create a to-do list application using the Blazor framework. So before that I would like to just give some information to the users that currently we are running 3 tutorials for the programming language that are ASP.NET Core, then we have Blazor related tutorials, and we have also started the C#, the beginner levels tutorials currently, and then later we also create the videos for advanced topic like threading, parallel working, parallel task runnings, how we can use this await and async keywords which is provided by the latest C#. Okay, so video will coming out on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So Monday we have reserved for ASP.NET Core related videos. On Wednesday you'll see the videos on Blazor Framework, and on the Friday you'll see the basic or C#. Okay, this is what, so every week you will see the 3 videos on Infologs channel. So if you have any feedback related to that, you can send us on Facebook or on Twitter, or you can also comment on the below of any Infologs channel videos. Okay, so let's coming back to the point. So today we are going to see how we can create a simple to-do list application using Blazor framework. Okay, so the article is already published on the infologs.in website, so you can refer from there, or and as soon as I upload this video will simply available at the bottom of the articles, as well as on that is available on YouTube as well. So let's flip to the Visual Studio and create a new application. So as you are familiar with the working style of Infologs channel, so we have created a Blazor demo solution, and then whenever we create a new application or the continuation series, so we'll create a same new application in the same solution, and that solution is available on github.com/infologs. so here you'll see the 3 repositories for ASP.NET, Blazor, and maybe a C#. I think I have to upload the C# related things that is pending. So here you'll see the ASP.NET Core demos, and under the Blazor demo you'll see the introduction, right? So now we'll create a new project for to-do list. Okay, so create a new project, select the Blazor app. So currently we are working on the server hosting model. So if you are if you don't know what are the hosting models in Blazor, I'll recommend just go to the description section. There you'll find a playlist of Blazor tutorials. In that, in previous video we have talked about the introduction of Blazor, as well as the hosting models and the default Blazor app which is provided in 2019. Okay, just for your information, while I'm recording this video on 8 March, so currently the WebAssembly Blazor application is still in preview mode. So maybe in the May or end of the May they will release the stable version of WebAssembly for Blazor. So currently we have just server app, so we'll use that. And I'm also planning to create a basic tutorial on a preview version of WebAssembly, so everyone can get idea about the Blazor WebAssembly Blazor application, right? That is targeted for the single page application specifically. So here I'll create a to-do list app. then just create. Okay, here you have to select, by default there will be only one template, that is the Blazor Server App, then create. Okay, so by default the application is created. Let's okay, so here I have to make it as default or startup application, and then I can hit the IS Express. It will launch the Chrome browser and load our application. Till it get load, let's back to the article, that is here. So here there is a very simple thing. We are going to add a new component in our application, that is ToDo.razor. Okay, so basic idea about this, about the Blazor, that is everything is considered as a component. Okay, let's talk about the web application, that is Aspx Web Application, that is traditional web application. So in that case we have a Aspx page, and then we were writing the code behind or code inline. Okay, that kind of stuff was there. So here everything is considered as a component. So what do you mean by component? So let me show you something. See, under the page section you will see the counter.razor, error.razor, fetch data.razor, and index.razor. So everything is considered as a component. So if you go ahead and visit the counter section on the UI, you will see this kind of stuff. So counter, there will be a label and a button. Okay, and in the code you will see a specific HTML code, and to support that HTML we have a inline code section. Okay, that is written in the Razor syntax. So as simple as that. So this whole thing is considered as a component, right? So as per the article, what we are going to do, we are going to create a simple to-do Razor component, and then we are adding the codes accordingly, right? Okay, so first of all, let's see this default application. I have a home and then counter. As soon as I click the counter, nothing is happening, just counter is increasing, but without any page refresh. And then we have a default this fetch data, which is getting information from the service. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to add a new option over here. So for that, let's flip to Visual Studio. Let's stop this application, and you'll see that we have a shared folder. Under that we have a navigation menu component. So here, as simple, I'll just make a copy of this. So here you can see under the fetch data, I'll make it to list and then to do. Okay, so where will be the href? So we have to create our page that is similar to the to do for the navigation purpose, right? Okay, so I'll add a simple Razor page. Then here you'll see the Razor page, then add, wait, cancel it, add new item, see Razor component, then make sure it's a to-do.razor. okay, to do list application. Okay, so now we have created a simple. Now let's run this application, but before that I have to add @ page directive, and I have to tell where will this application, sorry, this page, what will be the navigation for this page. So just I'll make sure that whenever any user tries to access the to-do, this page should get rendered. Okay, so now let's run this application and try to navigate to this. Okay, we got an error. Component to do starts with a lowercase character. Component name cannot start with a lowercase character. That's fine. Let me make it to do, and under the navigation, okay, my mistake. This error doesn't asking me to do that. So here, whenever I added this to do, I have to make it this way. Okay, now just run this. Here you'll see the fourth option, to-do list, and as soon as I click on that, you'll see the to-do list application that is loaded successfully. So now in this component we have to do the code. So let's back to the article. Here you'll see that we have added an option for the navigation purpose. Okay, so now coming to the point, so here you'll see the to-do list item. Okay, so what will be the model for to-do list application? Basically there will be two properties, one for the title, what is the title of the to-do list, and is it done, or the status of that to-do list item. So what I'll do, I'll create a folder called model. Okay, and then we'll add a class with the name to do items. Okay, under that we'll create a two properties, string, this will be the title, and boolean is done. Okay, the model is created. Model is created for the items. Okay, this is a good habit to put the comments on every code, so whenever we read the code we'll get an idea about it, right? And then okay, it's simple. What is this is simple. This is asking for listing all the to-do items which is available under the to-dos collection. So currently I'm just ignoring these sections because currently we do not have any list. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to go to the to-do list .razor, and here what I'll create a private variable which has I list of kind of things. I list of let me give you to do, sorry, what was that, to do item. Okay, so I have to pass that name to do item. Just bring the appropriate namespace. Okay, so just hover over mouse. Okay, so using okay, using to do list app dot models, and then okay, to do list app dot data pages, and then shared. Okay, just import everything. still this is not getting access. So let me do one thing. Let me build it one more time. Okay, component to start with the lowercase y. Data, sorry. Okay, we have already data, so I'll go for the data section. Okay, and then we don't need this model. Okay, so now everything is available in the data section, and my pages has, okay, so it doesn't renamed, so let me give like this name. Okay, so name should be more clear, so I will make it this way, ToDo. Okay, and now rebuild this project. Yeah, rebuild completed. Now just import the data, and then we have a private list of ToDo desktop data dot. So what the hell? Why this is okay? So let me do one thing. I'll close everything and then rename to Blazor. Okay, clean everything and then rebuild. So here, okay, rebuild completed. Now open up this ToDo data. See, now you can access that model, but never mind. So we have a data. Okay, but before that, let me check the ToDo item. So we have models, that's why it's not showing that way. Okay, now let's build it again. Okay, so now I'll create a private list which will contain the collection of ToDo item. ToDo list equals new list of ToDo item. Okay, so here what I'll do, ToDo list okay, so here we have to make sure list of items. Okay, and then we'll just iterate to our collection. And okay, here you'll see that the variable is very simple, the id list of ToDos, and then if you go just below to the code, that item is added to the new ToDo list item. Okay, it's a similar way, but we will go for this way, right? So here we have a UL, and then but before that I'll make input type is equal to text, and then placeholder will be enter item name. Okay, and then I'll put a button on click, sorry, not on click, I'll use add on click, and I'll pass the name add item. Okay, so in then we have to create a private void add item method, which will be responsible to add items to the to-do list, right? But before that I have to also collect the value of a text box. So I'll create one more private field. Sorry, do we need to create a private? Yeah, private string, that is item name. Okay, and this item name is binded to this text box. So I'll just use @bind. Okay, and I'll give the name. So whenever we assign any value to this field item name, that value is automatically assigned to this text box, or whatever we write in this text box, that is available into this field, right? So now it's very simple. So we have to access the to-do list item dot add, and this is asking for to do item. So I'll use the new to do item, and then is done equals false, and title equals item name. So this item will be added back to the right. So let's test this much code, how it gives us the output. So application is loaded. So click on to do list item. Oops, we got a mistake small. We didn't give the name to the button. So here I have to give a name. So that will be the value add item. Now run it again. And now click on to do list. It's still not showing. Let me control refresh it. Okay, first of all let me add. Okay, watch movies. Okay, so everything is perfect. Let me put a breakpoint, and I'll click the same button again, hit the button, press, click on next. Here you'll see the item that is added to the collection, right? False watch movie, false watch, as I have clicked on 2 times, that's why it's added 2 times. Now we have to, okay, but before that we have to display the value as well for the button. So add item, and then we also go here for razor syntax. We'll use the for each. Okay, so where item in collection, what will be the collection? So that is our to-do list. And as soon as we go to the each, so I have to give the name item dot. So what is the name of the title? Okay, so you can easily access that property here. So whenever we clicked on the add new item, so we'll collect that information in this list, and then we are saying, hey, just rearrange all this element. Okay, so let's try to run this application and see what kind of result we are getting. To-do list, see, first of all we got the name, then watch movie, add item, hit F5, we got this, but our text box doesn't get empty. So what we have to do after adding that item into the list, what we have to do, we have to make that item name is equals to string dot empty. Okay, so it will get automatically empty. Okay, as I have already explained that this because of this bind property attribute, we are saying whatever the value available in this item name, that is also available to this property, and whenever we change this property, the reflection will automatically get into this text box. That's why we are just saying, hey, I'm gonna remove the value of item name, so text box will automatically get blank. So we don't need to go for that kind of stuff in a traditional, so text box 1.text equals to blank kind of stuff. Okay, this is amazing. I like this. Watch movie, add item, hit F5, text box is blank, then play cricket, add item. I'll just remove this breakpoint, I don't need this anymore, and then do programming, make YouTube video. Okay, see, it's very easy to manage the eraser component, right? So let's go back to the article. So we have created this. Okay, well, there will be a minor issue with this, so let's see, I'm not adding anything and just clicked on add item, so it's keeping add all this item to the list. So what, for that we have to just put this validation if string dot is null or empty. What will be the string? That is item name. So okay, if this is null, you can go ahead and put your validation message okay, and if not, if it's not empty, then you can go ahead and add that item into the list. Okay, then we are programming add item YouTube video Blazor. Okay, now I'm gonna add directly, so it is not doing anything, right? So in the upcoming videos we will also see how we can put the validation on this text box. So whenever user clicks on add button, instead of just putting our own message, we should ask Blazor to validate this whether it's empty or not. Okay, so we'll also do that in our future videos. So coming back to the article, so we have listed that as well. Okay, now we have to display the status as well. What is the status of this programming task? So it's very simple. Just go ahead in your code, and here you will see the li. So what I'll do, this is my task, and okay, this is my task, right? So I'll also, okay, currently we are just giving the title. So here you can see we can also see the text boxes. So let's copy this to text boxes. Okay, so if you see, this is directly binded to the appropriate model. See, so currently here we have item, so I'll just replace this with item, and then this one as well. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we are placing a checkbox instead in front of the item, right? So just stop this application and rerun. So we'll see each checkbox. We'll see the checkbox in front of each item. So go back to the to-do list item, add programming, then Blazor. Okay, we are okay. See, as we have added the text boxes, that's why it's showing like that way. What I'm gonna do, I'm just add a p tag. Okay, and then okay, so it will easily. Okay, actually we don't need any tag for this. I'll just make sure that at item bind, okay, it's look a bit good. Again, go back to the to-do list item, programming, nice, Blazor tutorial, then ASP.NET Core tutorial, and C# tutorial. Okay, so here we got the checkbox, and here we can also make the it's completed or not based on this checkbox status. Okay, so for that it's very simple. Let me check whether this article has done that or not. To-do list. Okay, it's very simple. I also wanted to show the total number of tasks, so I'll go ahead and let me stop this first. So here I'll just make h3, and then items, I'll also show the count by using at, and now I have to display the count of items. So @item, sorry, to-do list dot count. Okay, as simple as that. Now let's run this. So we'll get the total count as well. Fetch. Okay, currently the count is 0, and now let me add an item. The count is also getting update. Blazor, right? Okay, if you see the code in this article, this is a little bit different code. Okay, so here you can see the to-do list dot count, and then we are accessing to-do list is done or not. Okay, this is showing the status of a whole to-do list. If to-do list is done, then the appropriate status will be there. Okay, let me copy this, and in place of count we are showing this. Okay, so to-do list dot count, to-do is item done. Okay, and now just refresh this. So protection is need to update. I'll update it offline, no worries about it. Okay, hello world. Okay, it's showing the status of count, and let me, if that is checked, then the number of pending items it's showing. Let's see. Okay, one more. Okay, let back to the this item added string.empty. Okay, so this article has only this kind of stuff. So just click on to-do list item, and then do this over Blazor tutorial, right item, ASP.NET Core tutorial, and C# tutorial. iOS tutorial. Okay, so as soon as I click on the iOS, so it should get complete. Okay, that in the end the whole iOS tutorial should be strike through. So we'll see that in the upcoming video tutorials, as this video is also done very long, made very long, and I don't want to create a 1 hour or 2 hour kind of videos. So that kind of stuff we'll see in the next video. So yeah, if you have any queries, you can post on the in the comment section, or you can also come to the social media platform for any queries. Okay, and you can also send us your suggestions or any topic. Our team will try to help you for the solution of your problems. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and yeah, see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, and keep learning.